Cheers. Welcome to Almost Rich, Almost Famous with Bets and Bridge. We've got a lot to unpile today. Platonic relationships. Can they actually happen? Ladies, can you actually just be friends with a guy?
Yes.
Guys, can you actually just be friends with a girl?
No.
You know, I thought you could, but then there's this thing called Vanish Mode. What the hell is going on?
We have a lot to discuss today, and I am just going to start off with the main question. Is there such thing as a platonic relationship between men and women? What is your final answer?
I have friends that are men that are just friends.
Okay, how many? Let's dive into this,
I
shall
feel
we?
like I have a lot, actually.
Okay.
But some of them, I guess, they're more work friend relationships. Rob, for instance. Rob is my friend.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
Rob and I work together. But we also hang out outside of work. And when I think of actual friends, I
This
really
is what
have...
I'm talking about.
Okay.
You're just really just diving into
okay.
something that's not what we're discussing. Do you have a dude
Yes,
friend?
yes. I have like
How
one
many?
one main one that comes to mind. Yes, he's been like our parents are best friends, so we've been best friends since we were born, and there has never been anything else besides friendship. But like I am the main one. When he gets a new girlfriend, he'll introduce them to everyone. They all love her, but he's like, unless Bridget likes you, then like we're not cool.
So is he gay?
I don't think. No, he's got a lot of...
Okay, so this guy,
Girlfriends.
so you have one guy friend. Okay, so this is my point exactly, because I don't think that men and women can be friends, because I don't think men are capable of being friends with women, strictly. Okay, he's never tried anything with you, ever in your whole life.
We went to homecoming together,
And?
but no kissing, no funny business. It was
arm around your waist while you were dancing?
well, I mean, yeah, this is like 2008, 2009. Of course,
did
you're
it
doing a little bump
venture
and
down
grind.
to the
That's like,
Well-
isn't bump and grind like dancing?
Well, Bump and Grind was an R. Kelly song, so we don't actually reference that anymore.
oh.
He has severely been canceled.
Oh, well, you know
Okay,
what
but
I
it doesn't-
mean.
yeah,
Yes, we're like
okay, yeah.
dancing, but no, there was no like funny business, like what's happening afterwards. Typically, when you go to a dance with a guy, they're trying to date you afterwards or trying to sleep with you afterwards. This one, it was the best dance of my life. I'm like, oh great, I'm going with one of my best friends. It was my senior homecoming. I was homecoming queen. I wanted to go with a friend and have the best night of my life without any funny business and thinking I have to sleep with someone, and I didn't.
Okay. So we are now in our 30s.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Still
that
friends.
was several years ago. So let's talk about now. Do you have any dude friends?
He's still my friend. Same guy. So I basically have one guy best friend.
Okay, so I also have one guy friend. He's not actually my friend anymore because he got married. And so, like, I don't think you can be friends with married people anymore. I know. It's
What?
like, well, I feel like we'll get to that point. But I'm just saying, I don't think there's any way in the entire universe that dudes are actually capable of being friends with women.
See, I feel like you're wrong right now, and I'm going to
Oh.
give you examples of both of us
I
because
wish you would.
we have a lot of male friends.
No, we don't.
Betsy, like, okay, you don't think that the people that we work with, like advertising partners, are our friends? You look at them strictly as they're advertising partners. That's it, because we like go get drinks with them.
Yep.
We go to dinners with
Yeah.
them, and we unpile. They know a lot about my personal life. They know
Yeah.
a lot about your personal life. They're more than just an advertising partner, work person. They're our
Right.
friends.
But we keep them in that space. You think the moment you give them an opening and you put your hand on their leg
Ooh,
while
Betsy.
we're sitting at the bar,
Inappropriate.
they're not into it, you're out of your fucking mind.
Okay, well, I'm not going to name names. We'll call him Chad. Okay.
Chad.
Okay, so Chad.
What a fucking name.
Chad. You know who I'm thinking about. Do you?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you're telling me we're at a fancy place and we're all having cocktails, we're having
Yeah.
a nice business dinner, and I put my hand on Chad's leg that he's going to be like, game on.
You think Chad's gonna push your hand off of his leg?
Yes, he's
You're
married.
Fucking. Oh, okay. Oh, you're right. You're right. Married dudes hate that shit. They hate it.
Well, they should hate it. They should.
All right. Okay. So I'm happy you brought that up. Do you think that you can be friends? Is it appropriate for us as single women? I understand I am not actually single, but I'm not married. So people sometimes classify that as single. Do you think it's appropriate for two single women to be friends with men who are married?
Yes.
I do too. I think that's where we're both fucked though. Because I don't think most people feel that way.
Okay, so I understand their wife's perspective, probably not. So this is where like we're a little bit fucked up in society as women because we're like, oh no, this guy, he's just my friend, and we can actually control that. We're in control. Like we're keeping you in the friend zone. We're keeping you in the business professional zone. Women, however, they know how guys think. So I get that their wives are probably like, oh fuck no, you're not going to be friends with those two girls.
Yeah,
and I get that. For me, when I'm in a relationship, I would have to explain to my significant other all the time, like, no, he's literally just my friend. The second he's like, well, she's just my friend, I'm like, oh, good one, no.
It's totally the same thing. So let's just give a little example. So Bridget and I are friends with people through work. And we actually consider these people friends, right?
Sure.
Chad and John. Let's say Chad and John.
Great names.
Yeah. So Chad and John, our friends, I believe if we gave them an inch, they'd like take it.
I don't want to believe that.
I know,
but
it's painful.
You're a pretty good read on people. So
yeah, it's pretty painful. But I think as long as we're in control of it, it's okay. I would never try. I think this just means we're insecure as women. Like I would never allow Sunny that same flexibility. So whereas I am out all the time for work, meeting with people late at night, drinks, strip club, trips, all these things. Sunny's like, all right, cool. Like, I trust you. And I mostly think it's because Sunny is secure in who he is.
Yes.
I pretend like I'm secure, but the minute Sunny tries to tell me he is out till 10 p.m. entertaining people, I'm at the spot.
Betsy,
Hi. Hi, what was your name again? I'm Betsy. We've been together for 24 years. Yeah.
Betsy,
psycho.
Sonny tried to go to a Browns game with one of his coworkers that was 60 years old, and you had a problem with it. You're like, well, that's weird. Why wasn't I invited? And I'm like,
okay. Oh, that is very dramatic. That woman actually is like 70, by the way, so I'm not totally concerned. But like if she was 60, I may have had a problem.
See, I mean, I get it. We all have those weird insecurities and weird. So honestly, so my one guy best friend, that's how I judge the girlfriend. So he'll introduce them to mom, dad, brothers, friends, and everyone's like, oh my God, she's great. And then she meets me, and if she has a problem with our friendship, I'm like, she's insecure. But even though I would probably be the same way.
Of course you would. If Sunny had a hot friend, well, it wouldn't be. There's no way. But I'm going to tell you something. There is something that Sunny has done that I need to bring to light.
Ooh.
Sunny follows his ex on Instagram.
He sure does.
He sure fucking does. And luckily for him and luckily for her, he doesn't like her photos.
Oh. What would you do to him? If he, just say she posted a selfie today and you went and stalked her and it says, Sunny Troutman likes this photo.
Well, he wouldn't. Because I think he knows what would happen. Because I think this has happened
in
our past life.
I know what
would I literally would never fucking leave him alone. I would follow him around our home and be like, "Wait, what? So what was it that you liked about that photo? Did you think her hair looked good? Oh, she's really skinny. Do you like that? You should totally marry her." I'd be a psycho. I'd fucking lose my shit.
Like you're getting red right now.
Like it pisses me off. But it's not appropriate. Do you think it's appropriate?
No, it's not appropriate.
Sunny follows his ex?
Do you follow an ex?
I don't have any exes. I've literally been with Sunny my entire life.
You've never dated. So you were a virgin when you met Sunny, and he's the only person you've ever been with your whole life.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought I was like the innocent one over here. I forgot we're dealing with Virgin Mary over here.
I just talk a whole bunch of shit. It's not real.
Oh.
Do you follow any exes?
I'm trying. Well, I only have like one major ex.
True. I can't even ask that question.
No. No. But I mean, like guys I've talked to, I still like that date that I told you that was awful. If you guys missed that episode, go back and listen. An awful date. I still follow him. He still follows me. Like we don't hate each other. It was just like you're a douchebag and I'm never gonna talk to you again. But like sometimes you post funny things, so I'll continue following.
Okay, so I think we're missing like a main story here that we need to tell about like friendships.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so you know which one I'm talking about.
I do know which one you're talking about, and it was a very big learning experience for me. I think I know like the Instagram world pretty well. Like I know the whole, if I get someone that doesn't follow me but likes my last 5 photos and then I don't give anything back and then they give the follow and then they react to a story, I'm like, okay, I get it. You're trying to get my attention. Like I know every trick in the trade when it comes to Instagram. I also know the trick if you DM me and you have a significant other, but you're sending me things that your significant other probably doesn't want to see, you unsend them.
Oh,
after the
Yeah.
conversation's done and I open it the next day, I'm like, oh, that's weird. The whole conversation's gone because he unsent. I understand that. I thought I knew everything until we had a mutual friend and you let me know, like, oh, by the way, we're chatting, like everything's cool. And you're like, well, it's in vanish mode, so I can't actually refer back to the conversation. What the hell is vanish mode?
Well, I found out pretty quickly what Vanish Mode was. So there is a feature on Instagram. So it's like this like sexy dark thing.
No,
it
stop
is.
it.
No, it's black. I'm telling you,
Stop.
literally, Vanish Mode is literally like the background is black.
I'm like-
so that's how you know you're doing something bad when like the background
There's like a black cloud.
It is. No, it is.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. So one day, this is a story I have been just bottling up inside.
Me
For
too.
a really long time.
For you.
And you have been wanting to tell this story. And I think now is the time to get it out. And I'm obviously never going to say who this person was because everybody knows this person.
It's an easy way for us to get rich and famous if you would expose them, but we don't want to get rich and famous by just exposing people. So we'll tell the story without giving names.
Yeah, but it's really a good one, you guys.
Okay.
I promise that.
Yeah.
So we're chatting, me and our friend. What's this friend's name?
Well, what should we name him? I have a name in mind, but it's too easy to give away.
I knew
so
you were
can't-
gonna. I knew you were gonna.
I was gonna
Let's
do
say
something
like
too.
Johnson.
Okay, it's a weird one, but
Okay. So Johnson is messaging me, and it's very casual, right? And I know Johnson's in a relationship, and Johnson knows I'm in a relationship, and we've always been around each other in a very professional setting. And so Johnson starts liking a billion of my photos, and I'm like, "Hi, yeah, great, I see you." And like, I kind of in the back of my head know what it is. I know what it is. Like, you're trying to get my attention. It's really cute. You're significantly younger than me. Like, cute.
and you also brought it to my attention, and you're like, okay, so this is a great professional relationship that we have. Like, I'm getting a little bit concerned because he's liking like photos of me in a bikini, of me on a beach from like 2018, like all the way back.
Cash.
And
Just-
I was
he
like,
was offering his support. I thought.
and this is where I think I'm smart in Instagram. And I'm like, okay, so he's not liking the recent bikini pictures. He's liking the ones from 2018,
Yep.
just in case the significant other sees that he's following you and is like,
Duh.
well, did he like anything? She probably is going to stop after 2020. It's like, all right, we're good.
Yeah, she's not going all the
So
way
in
back.
my mind, I'm like, okay, now we're getting into dangerous territory. He's like trying to hit on you. And you're like, well, he's 12. Like, I don't care. I'm like,
12.
I don't think he cares that he doesn't know your age,
Right.
obviously.
Right. Well,
So I'm getting a little nervous at this point, but keep going.
Okay. So I am not nervous until the point that the conversation turns black, right? And I'm like, huh?
What's
like
that?
no one's ever reached out to me in this vanish mode, but I see it says vanish mode at the top, and I'm like, okay. Like, but again, I don't totally know what
Yeah.
it means. But all I know is like I respond to something, and then I forget what I said. And he would respond, and I'd go back, and I couldn't see what I said before. And I was like, wait, what? I'm like 74, I'm like,
Yeah, I would be the same way.
When is this? What's a vanish mode? So there's this whole conversation that goes on, and the conversation, like, it goes from literally, like, hey, how are you? You looked nice today, to, like, do you want to come to my house and, like, fuck me across the street?
No, thank you.
I don't think so. Did I give you that indication that I was interested in that? It literally, Bridget, it went from nothing
0 to 100 real
this.
quick.
And I was like, oh, and then, so again, resetting, this is a professional relationship, right? So I don't want to alienate this person and be like,
What the
you're
fuck is wrong with you?
like, that was like really cute and fun, but like, no, like you're sick. And like, I would never in a million years. So I was like trying to be funny, right? Like there were like a few like.
You actually said you're an idiot. That was your response.
I said, you're an idiot. And then, like, usually when somebody says, like, you're an idiot, you kind of get, like, the point. Like, oh, haha, I was just joking. No.
Mm-mm.
It got, like, 10 times crazier.
Yep.
So, and so I finally figured out, I think I, like, looked it up. I, like, Googled how to turn off Vanish Mode. So I turn off Vanish Mode, just, like, swipe up or whatever. And so turns it back on. So it's, like, this back and forth, right? It's, like, me, Vanish Mode off. Him, Vanish Mode on. I'm like, what? Like, what is going on?
And you're like, listen, I have nothing to hide because all I'm doing is telling you what a big idiot you are.
Yeah.
I get you have something to hide because you're being wildly inappropriate and saying that you want to have sex with me
Ew,
at your
across
side
the street.
Yeah, your
From
side
his
house.
home.
Your side house. Like,
He has a side house. He has a hoe house. Little did he know I'm not the one. Like
No.
I'm sure you could get a ton.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's gotten a ton of girls at the hoe house.
Yeah.
Not me.
No, not
Ew.
you. Not you at all. So at this point, and I'm like, all right, this puts me in a weird position now too, because I still have the professional relationship with them. So when we have to see him again, like, do I act like I know, or do I just play it off like, nope, I know nothing. What's going on, Johnson? So good to see you.
Yeah.
To his wife, same thing. Like, I don't know what my role is
Well,
here.
there's
And
a
you're
wife.
like,
Yeah, there's a wife.
and you're like,
involved.
well, what is your role? Well, what's my role? I'm like, I true. Like, I feel like we're fucked no matter what at this point.
Yeah. Well, luckily for you, we never had to see them again.
Sure, never had to see him again.
Well-
However, can we go into the part where you got message from
Yeah, that's what I was.
Mrs. Johnson?
That's got a DM from. Actually, no. This is the best part. DM was from Johnson's account from Mrs. Johnson.
No, other way around.
Oh, no.
It was from Johnson from Mrs. Johnson's account.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you see in your DMs, mind you, I'm with her this day, so I know
Yeah.
the story. So Betsy opens up her DMs and sees Mrs. Johnson in there, and she's like, I'm cool with her too, but this probably isn't the best scenario.
Probably not great.
And it says, hey, this is Johnson. Okay, keep going.
Hey.
Do you have it? No, we can't read
No,
it.
I can't read it.
No.
Hey, this is Johnson from Mrs. Johnson's account. I just wanted to let you know, Mrs. Johnson is the most important thing in my life. I should have never sought out attention from you.
He said,
Please,
Yeah.
do not screenshot this or tell anybody because it would really upset me and Mrs. Johnson's relationship. Sincerely, Johnson.
And so at this point, like, I read it and I'm like, okay, at least like Johnson's owning up to what he did. He's like, I sought out attention. My
He sure
mistake.
fucking did.
I
Seeking out attention is the least of what the fuck happened, by the way.
So obviously, Mrs. Johnson didn't see the full things that he said because Vanish Mode. Once again, what the fuck is Vanish Mode?
Wait, but let's get back to the Vanish Mode because I kept turning Vanish Mode off. So all of my responses are the only things you can see because when he messaged me, they were all in Vanish Mode.
Yep.
So it looks like I'm having this fucking weird ass conversation by myself like, ha ha, you're an idiot. Great. Uh-huh. No, thank you. Like,
Great. Well, I see you at this event. So that's probably all Mrs. Johnson saw. Like, well, what was this conversation and why is she calling you an idiot?
yeah.
So he probably made up some story. And so I'm assuming she typed that out or made him type it out.
Correct.
But I actually respected it a little bit because I'm like,
Same.
okay, it says, I should have never sought out attention.
Correct.
I'm sorry that I reached out to you.
Mhm.
Please respect our privacy. And you
Please.
did. At that point, you're like, Mrs. Johnson, like, she
I
had no
get
idea
it.
this was going on. Of course, I'm not going to expose you.
Right. And Mrs. Johnson was safe with me.
Yes.
Like, I'm the least of Mrs. Johnson's problems. Mrs. Johnson has severe problems outside of me. Like, I was keeping this shit, like, good. Until I got another message direct from fucking Mrs. Johnson.
Oh, she pushed the limit.
She did.
I respected her so much. And then she sent that, and I was like, you dumb bitch.
Okay, so what'd she say to me?
She said, if you choose to, because obviously we read it. We're a tag team. We did this together. So I read it, and she's like, how do I even respond? I'm like, you acknowledge. Yeah, it says seen. Acknowledge that you saw it.
Right.
Like, we're good to go.
Go on
So-
your fucking way, Mr.
Yes.
and Mrs. Johnson, please.
Yes. So I'm like, I don't think you need to say anything. Just by them saying seen, she knows you got the message. Cool. We'll move on.
Great.
You're not going to expose anything.
No.
Hours later, if you choose to respond, you can respond directly to Johnson. I don't want to see your effing name in my messages. Well, now she took it a little too far.
Well, Mrs. Johnson, I could ruin your fucking life, and I should have. I didn't, by the way, because I know that they're going to have other issues way outside of me, and I can't believe we just told this story.
I can't believe it either. But also, the whole thing with it so after she sent that, Betsy then how that like blood boiling moment you had when I had said that Sunny having a friend that's a girl or liking an ex-girlfriend's photo and you got so boiled up. That was Betsy's reaction to that message. And she's like, oh, fuck this. And so you had this whole message typed out and I had proofread. I'm like, okay, a little too intense. Let me like dial it down. So we like crafted this message where you got your point across. Like, you don't know the half of what your husband said to me. And you're lucky I am who I am. And I'm not going to spread this around. I'm not going to screenshot anything. We like had it perfectly done. Betsy tries to send it. Well, it says undeliverable. It can't go through. And I'm like, well,
seems weird.
That's weird.
Huh.
And so you go to her profile and it just like it doesn't exist. I'm like, well, let me look on my phone. I'm like, well, it exists on my phone. Well, let me check out Johnson's profile. Exists on my end. It doesn't on mine. Bitch, blocked both. Mrs. Johnson, both blocked. It's Betsy _bitch.
Could you believe it? What? Like, hi, you motherfuckers. I didn't do anything wrong. It's like, it seems like it's your issue. Why did I get blocked? I have been blocked one too many times for my taste.
See, and I don't know if I've ever been blocked. I'm sure I have, but
Bridget,
it's people.
Yes, you have.
But it's people I don't obviously care about that I'm searching. Like, oh, I can't find them anymore. Like, I don't know if I've been blocked, and I don't really block a lot of people.
Do you block like phone numbers? You don't block people on Twitter, like who say hateful, disgusting, mean things? Like, you just never have blocked anyone in your life?
I think the only time I blocked someone is when they got like scary, like, oh God, they're gonna like find me and kill me. But if I looked at my Twitter, like blocking right now, I probably have like 3 people blocked.
Are you serious?
Let me look at my Instagram. Yeah, I don't think so you do a lot of blocking?
Oh, I block fucking everyone. Like, I feel like you're like Instagram photos looking at me wrong, I'll fucking block you. Like, I just like don't like I've blocked a million people.
Blocked accounts. Let's see.
You can literally count on one hand.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have 6 people blocked. Okay, this is crazy though. Okay, so there's a thing where if you go to block someone, you can have the option that says like,
I want to see your blocks. Oh, yeah. Tell that story. That's good.
So, but it's interesting when you go to block someone, you have the option, like, include other accounts they may have. And I didn't know what that meant because most people have burner accounts and the phone can track it. So now that I'm looking at the people that I blocked for a good reason, it says includes the new accounts they have created. So that means they've created other accounts trying to follow me, but they can't because, sorry, I blocked all of you.
I want to get back to blocking, but don't lie. Do you have a burner?
I used to. I don't anymore. It got hacked and we're done. No more burner. And actually, it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me because now I don't like stalk people. I don't need to be stalking these people. So now that I don't have the burner, I'm like, well, now I'm never going to actually look them up on my own account.
Okay.
So now I'm stress-free.
Who did you look up on your burner account? And also, were you on your burner account the same amount of times, like time of day that you were on your own account? And don't lie.
Yeah, probably.
You're sick. Well, I asked you to look up a lot of people on that burner
Yeah, I'm
account.
like, well, it was like a joint burner account. What do you
mean? No,
it
wasn't. I never had access to that burner account.
No, you never had access to it. Well, because I didn't know the password.
True.
But that's why I got hacked.
Okay,
I can't get back in.
So what kinds of people are you looking up on a burner account?
And it's like stupid people that I actually don't care about. It'll be like, okay, a guy that I match with on Raya and we're like chatting. I see his ex-girlfriend. I'm like, well, damn, she's hot. Like, let me see what she's up to. I don't want her to see that I'm watching her stories from my account. So I'm going to look up at the burner. So it'd be it wasn't like I had a solid like roster of people that I was looking up every single day. It was like new people. I'm like, all right, well, I want to see this girl. And I'm like, well, okay, she's like 5'2", blonde and blue eyes and like no tits or ass. Like, I don't know why you like me. I'm 5'11", long dark hair, and I have a little tits and ass. I don't know.
You're a psycho about types, by the way. Like, you think like you're like, oh, a dude likes a girl who's like 6 foot. He'll definitely like me. I think guys just like kind of like everybody.
I don't know about that.
Okay. Anyway, whatever. Okay, let's get back to your burner. Okay. Mm-hmm. So now you don't have access to the burner anymore. No. So what do you do when you want to be a psycho?
I just don't really have that like urge of psychoness in me. Like, it's more of a curiosity. Like, again, like it's something simple as like Rob tells me about like, hey, Bridget, there's a cute guy that I saw. He might be good for you. I'm like, well, I don't want to watch a story if I'm not following him. So let me like go on the burner account and I'll watch a story from there. It's like stupid stuff. It's not like, oh, I'm stalking one person every single day.
So like you don't stalk an ex's new girlfriend. That's like not on your list. Oh, that's interesting.
No.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anyone that I care about.
Yeah, I know. I don't care about any of the people that I stalk, but I still fucking stalk them. Like the girl that Sunny follows.
Yep.
Ex, still stalk her to this day. I want to see what she's fucking doing. I don't know what I'm going to find. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do when I find out what she's doing.
Yeah.
Like, I'll like send like mean photos of her and like zoom in and like on her like weird mole on her face and send it to you and like talk shit. But like, that's it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, what is your blocked list?
Oh, a lot. I have so many people blocked. I literally feel like if somebody like spells their wrong, they use the wrong form of their, like THEIR, THERE, THEYRE. Like I block them. I hate them. Like I block fucking everybody.
Like commenting on your photo,
Yeah.
and it was like,
Yeah.
oh, these two girls, they're beautiful, and they spelled it THEIR. You're like,
Block.
You're a psycho. Like, don't ever call me a psycho again. Like, you're, at the end of the day, you are the fucking lunatic. But, okay, but Betsy, you're like a rare lunatic, because if you were a true lunatic, you would have exposed that story that we just told. And if people only knew the people that it was about.
Oh, it's good.
You could have easily ruined their lives. But
I know.
You're like, no, it's cool.
And I'm a proud life ruiner. Like, I really like, when I die on my grave, I want it to say Betsy Poulier's proud life ruiner. Like, I love to fuck with people. Like, it brings me disgusting happiness. It's so weird.
It's like a little scary.
It's scary. Like I will go to the ends of the earth if I really hate you. Otherwise, it's like too much. Like, it's like too much energy. But if I really hate you, I will I will literally die ruining your life. And it's like great with me. And it'd be like the happiest moment of my life. For these two people, I feel like their lives are going to be ruined regardless of me. So like, I don't have to put in that much work.
Well,
you know?
And I think that's the thing with this whole situation. Like, honey, if you think I'm the only one, you're out of your mind. And you're lucky it's me because I didn't expose it. But guess what? It's going to happen again.
Well, it has been exposed.
Yeah. But more are going to come out.
Yeah.
And like, at what point, like, do you just like not feel like an idiot?
All right, Bridget, let's move on to bigger and better. What is going on with Almost Famous, Almost Dating? Because I have not heard anything about your dating life recently.
Because there's not much going on. But I will say, I have to admit, okay, so obviously we both live very busy lives. And so I always use the excuse like, oh, I don't even like have time to be looking for anyone. I don't have time to date. But then I think about our podcast. I'm like, listen, like this segment is giving me a reason to go on dates. I really haven't had the time, but I will say.
We said that a month ago. I said, Bridget, we're doing this segment, so you have to go on dates. And here you are with this report.
Well, I hang out with you too much. I don't know. So what I've realized is I don't like anyone. But there are times where I get bored. And so, sure, I'll entertain people. Like, I'm on this, like, dating app, Raya. And, like, half these people live in New York City, in L.A., in other countries. But I'm like, sure. I'm, like, at home alone, drinking a glass of wine. Like, cool, we'll have a conversation. Knowing I'm probably never going to meet you. And if I do, it's not going to be till the next time that I'm in a big city where all these, like, high-status people are. Like, they're not here in Cleveland. However, there is someone in Cleveland that just, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, not on the back burner, but just, like, there, and you know they're always there. So it's like, okay, when you're really bored and you just need someone to talk to, need someone to give you attention, like, of course, all I gotta do is, hey, and it's like, immediately, hi, wow, I haven't heard from you in so long. I'm like, see, you're too quick to respond.
And when you're drunk, though, you like it. But any other time, you're like, ew, why did you respond so fucking fast? You're so desperate and disgusting.
Basically.
But he is. But
yep. So there is a moment.
He is, though.
Where me and you were out. I didn't even tell you about it until days later because I forgot about it, honestly, until he followed up.
It must be very important to you.
Yeah. So important. I forgot the conversation happened. So Betsy and I are out. We're drinking. And I come home, but it's like early. It's like 8 p.m. I think we started around like 3 p.m. or something. So we're home early. And I'm like, well, now what? I'm like drunk, like just sitting here on my couch. They're like, hey. Immediately response. Oh my God. Hi, how are you?
Ew.
Whatever. Stupid conversation goes back and forth. And it's like, well, when can we hang out? Oh, he was out of town. Well, I'm going to be in town, whatever date, like Monday. And I'm like, great, sounds good. Like, love to see you. No, I don't. I'm just like drunk and bored.
Love to see you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're such a liar.
I know. I said, great, would love to see you. All right, mark it down. Monday's our night. We're going to go to dinner.
Ew.
We'll do all of these things. Yep, can't wait. I don't know. I actually don't know what the conversation entailed. Until Monday, I get a text from him. I'm like, what the hell does he want? Why is he texting me?
This guy.
And
it won't leave me alone. And then you look back and saw you started the fucking conversation, you jerk.
Yep. And it was a little emoji like this.
Ew.
Like, hi.
Ew. He
I'm
said
here.
that.
And I was like, ew, why is he texting me such a stupid emoji? And then I'm like, wait, there's blue here. I'm like, oh. And I reread. I'm like, oh, yep, that didn't happen.
It was me.
forgot, and I thought it sounded like a good time in the moment, and I was into it, made plans, everything. Well, now it's Monday, and I'm sober, and I'm working, and the last thing I want to do is go out to dinner and hang out with you. And so then
you fucking love a free dinner too. And like you will do anything for a free dinner, but you will not go out with this dude for a free dinner. That's how much you hate him.
I don't want to use the word hate.
You hate him.
He's very attractive. He's like fun he's one of those people that like you dread seeing, and then once you see him, you're like, okay, you're not that bad. You're actually fun and like cute.
When I'm like 17 bottles of champagne in, you're the bad. He's actually not that bad.
Yeah, he's actually great.
Sober, you hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so into the naked eye, I guess you would say. It's like our friend Kira. She said, well, let me see this man. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing, Bridget? He is like hot as hell.
He's so hot.
He's very successful.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with you. Like what's missing? I actually don't know what's missing. All I know is like, I don't want to hang out with him.
I will tell you what's missing.
Okay, what?
So you and I were talking earlier today, and we have a friend whose husband will text her daily and be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I can't wait to see you when you get home. It's so desperate and disgusting. If Sonny did that to me, I'd be like, like the first like 5 times, okay, it's like cool, great. Like, oh, he like loves me. The 6th time he does it, I want to fucking slit his throat because it's so annoying.
Yeah,
it's just like don't be so eager. I feel like if this is the only advice we can give, like dudes who are too eager, like don't like if you're obsessed with me, I hate you. Like, and this dude is obsessed with you.
But he does do a good job. Like, he's not to the level of obsessed where it's like he texts me 3 times in a row and I don't respond. Like, he's good about that. So once I don't respond, mind you, he sent that little emoji like, hi. I didn't reply to it. I haven't heard from him since. So he's good about that. Like, he gets it. Like, okay, she obviously was in the moment, thought it was a good idea. Maybe not now. Other times have happened. Okay, you're going to absolutely hate this.
Ew,
I don't even know if I don't know if I
do.
told you this. He screenshotted one of my own Instagram posts and like sent it to me and was like stunning and like sent it to me. And I was like, well, yeah, I thought I looked stunning too. That's why I posted it. And like, I couldn't respond
You're like,
because
duh, I know. Thanks.
I like, couldn't even respond to it though.
Because you
I'm
were
like,
so mad.
yeah. And so and then literally did not hear from him for months until I reached out in my drunken state of mind and was like, hi, I need attention, without saying that, but that's what I was doing.
You like actually, but like the best part about this, and people can't like see this or feel this right now, but like when he does stuff like this, like if we're sitting there and you get a text like, hey, Bridget, hope you're doing well. Like, would love to see you. You like throw your phone across the room and you're like, oh, he is so gross. Why is he so fucking annoying?
I know. But he's like not, but he is.
No, but it's mostly just because you hate him. Okay, so I have another question. How many times will you text somebody and have them not respond before you just stop?
I'm at the point now too.
2's good.
Yeah.
Jeez, you're really climbing up that ladder.
Because I don't have time. I don't have time for the funny business. And you know, we have like another situation too. It's like that platonic relationship that could be something more, but neither of us are willing to like fully go into that. Like,
you're not
crossing
saying you and me. You're saying you and this person.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
another situation.
Correct.
So we have my like boredom situation where like, okay, I need attention. Hi, tell me how
hot I am, and then I'm gonna like motherfuck you tomorrow.
Yeah, basically. And then we have another one that's truly a platonic relationship where we have like decent conversations pretty frequently, and neither of us are ever gonna cross that line though for whatever reason.
Except for that one time, but
Betsy. Oh my God, I lost my train of thought. Where was it going?
Anyway.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know now. Oh my God, I'm sweating.
Ew, you're so sick.
I know.
Relax.
Oh my God, I haven't washed my hair in 17 days. Anyways,
what are you trying to bring your fucking hair for?
Because I'm sweating and my scalp is sweating. I feel like it's looking more greasy as the time goes on. Oh my God, wait, I'm airing it out. Like,
wow, you guys, this is a real.
Okay, this is when you know I actually care about something.
Okay,
or someone.
Okay,
back to the
let's get back to the main. Yeah.
So, for instance, for like him at this point. Like, at first we were friends. Like, cool, yeah, I'll text you 7,000 times. Like, me again. Like, hey, I need a response on this. But now that we've, like, kind of crossed that line of friendship, but neither of us really know what it is, and maybe it will never be anything. Now, even if it's via Instagram, and he just likes it, I'm like, okay, well, that's, like, one. The like does not count as a response.
Your like doesn't count as a response?
his.
Oh,
so if like I
okay.
send a message
Okay.
and he
Yeah.
likes it, I'm like, that's one.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
And then if I need something else, he likes it. Okay, I'm never reaching out again until you reach out to me.
You're actually really good at that.
Thank you.
You're actually really good at that. I feel like with Sunny, I'm like a psycho. I'm like, hey, where are you? It's 3 minutes later. Why haven't you responded? Are you okay?
And then you can go out all night and he doesn't bother you.
God, I know. What a saint.
He really is.
Fucking saint.
He
Actually is. I'm not easy to deal with. Okay. So there's no actual update on the dating.
No. So basically, you guys, I would like to go on a date at some point. We've been busy. We've been traveling. I use this excuse all the time.
Yeah, you love
but
to
it's
say
true.
this.
But it's also an excuse because we were at a work event recently and someone was like, well, Bridget, what about this guy? And again, tall, checks the box.
Yep.
Good personality, checks
Great
the box.
personality.
A lot of money, successful. Not that that matters to me,
Drive
but
a fancy Porsche.
yeah.
Yep.
All of that. But then I'm like, yeah, I don't know. There's just something about him. And Betsy's like, all right, well, on to the next one.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's you. I think you're the issue. Seems.
I'm actually, it's just like a coming to Jesus moment right now. It is
Right.
me. I'm the issue.
I think
Well, what do I do to fix it?
Well, I think you need to see a therapist. Number one, I think that's really it's definitely something within you, because you're not gonna remember we've discussed we're older. You're older
Yeah.
now. You're not gonna get the 7 foot makes like 18 figures, like all of these things. So
It's
you
funny,
wouldn't have
comes
to-
from a good
funny,
family, no
comes to-
kids, not
great.
divorced.
Oh wow, could you want to keep going?
I mean,
yeah,
that's
okay,
the
yeah.
checklist, yeah.
Oh, that's just it. Okay, so I think that you're gonna have to do a better job, at least for the sake of content on our podcast. We'd really like for you to go on dates so we can discuss them here.
Maybe should I give Annoying Boy one more chance?
Actually, yeah, because I think you'll come out with a really good story.
I think so too.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, we'll keep everyone posted on that. I will hold you to that.
Wow. Well, we told a lot today.
Wow, I know.
This was
I
a
hope
very almost rich, almost famous,
we might scrap
exposed
this.
is like
exposed.
we would call it. So I hope you guys are watching on YouTube. If not, if you're listening on Apple, SoundCloud, Spotify, Land on Demand, wherever you are, maybe take a look back at YouTube for this one.
Oh,
Almost
yeah.
rich, almost famous. Keep following us on all social media. Hopefully I'll have a better dating story for next time.
You will. You have to.
All right. Until
Cheers.
then, cheers.